President Emerson Mnangagwa yesterday said he has a list of companies and individuals who externalized money and assets during former President Robert Mugabe's era. He warned he will not hesitate to expose those who will not heed his 3-month amnesty, which ends at the end of February next. Yet staff writer, I have a list of who took money out. I did not give the moratorium without knowledge. In March, when the moratorium ends, I will name and shame those who do not respond. Mnangagwa told ZANU-PF Central Committee members in Harare ahead of the party's extraordinary Congress. However, it remains to be seen whether Mnangagwa has the spine to tackle all senior officials who have been implicated in shady activities in the past, or is only hunting down his political opponents. One of Mnangagwa's economic advisors, Ashok Chakravarti, said a fortnight ago $5 billion could have been siphoned out of the country since dollarization in 2009. Mnangagwa also vowed to fight corruption. The corrupt tendencies from the past will not and cannot be allowed to continue. We must deal with graft in all spheres of life and public service, Mnangagwa said. Julius Mulimu Nyerere once said that the widespread corruption in high places breeds poverty. We cannot thus in all clear conscience ever condone or ignore corruption, as it has the deleterious effect on our nation and impoverishes our people. It is time that we, as a party, pledge to fight this evil and join forces with like-minded Zimbabweans until it is completely eradicated from our society. A few days after being sworn in following Mugabe's resignation, Mnangagwa announced a 3-month amnesty window for the return of funds illegally stashed abroad by individuals and companies. In a statement, Mnangagwa said, upon the expiry of the amnesty, government will arrest and prosecute those who would have failed to comply. Those affected are thus encouraged to take advantage of the 3-month moratorium to return the illegally externalized funds and assets in order to avoid the pain and ignominy of being visited by the long arm of the law, Mnangagwa said. Speaking at the Special Policy Dialogue Forum on the quest for political and economic reform in Zimbabwe, Chakravarti said there is need to look into the externalization of funds from the country. There is need for an inquiry into what has been happening in the last few years. Chakravarti said, so many resources have gone out of the country. It cannot just be swept under the carpet. It has to be looked at carefully and addressed. An official in the financial sector said the stock exchange-listed companies siphoned the money as management fees paid to their offshore accounts via official means. In most cases the amounts were so big and suspicious such that they would force foreign central banks to notify the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe (RBZ) of payments in case the money was laundered. So the RBZ has a record of all the transactions and the actual amounts that were deposited in offshore accounts. Between $3 billion and $5 billion is reported to be in offshore accounts, and the RBZ has been advised to approach the individual companies so that the money is returned before the law takes its course. The official also said several mining companies externalized money under the pretext of buying equipment abroad. The money was taken out with the RBZ's approval, but the equipment was never delivered. The companies failed to provide the bills of lading to the RBZ upon request. Mnangagwa is under pressure to deliver it, especially on the economy, which is in the grip of severe foreign currency shortages that have seen banks failing to give cash to customers.